Hello, my name is Michael Emery. This video is designed to accompany the Attracting Wealth app. The very first thing that I want to dispel is the notion that the Attracting Wealth program has any new age connotations. Something like you can just change your thinking and without any action on your behalf, money will start to flow into your checking account. Nor is this program one of those gimmicks, a quote-unquote proven system that's going to make you thousands of dollars in the next 30, 60, or 90 days. My belief is that by changing your relationship to people and money, and by beginning to sort for problems, because at the heart of a problem lies a possible solution, if not multiple solutions. And this is what people value and what they pay for. When you place your attention in this direction, my belief is that you will begin to experience a financial shift in less than a decade. Wait, a decade? That probably doesn't sound very sexy now, does it? Especially in light of all of those emails that flood your email inbox, promising you that this marketing system or this business opportunity is the best and greatest thing that ever happened. Well, think about the people, including yourself, who have gone off and tried multiple business opportunities or marketing systems, only to experience frustration and failure. They're looking for a quick fix, a silver bullet that's going to bring them a certain amount of money within a month's time or possibly within the course of a year. And that's usually highly unrealistic. It can be done, but I want you to consider something different. Something different is your own thing, and it revolves around your values and your interests. Those other business systems out there are typically somebody else's idea, somebody else's system, and for the most part, they tend to benefit just that other person. When you start this path, and you begin to look for ways to add value to other people, it's going to challenge you. You're going to have to grow and learn. Also, I want to point out that a decade is the approximate amount of time it takes to experience mastery within a certain body of knowledge. It's just like the martial arts metaphor, the transition between a white belt and a black belt. After all this time is gone and you've practiced and you've practiced, you finally become a black belt, well, you wake up the next morning and you do the same thing. You chop wood and you carry water. It's back to the basics all over again with a new perspective, a new sense of knowledge about those original ideals and practices that you began with. Within the course of a decade, you can transform your life into countless possibilities. This is going to require a change in your psychology. The Attracting Wealth program is about beginning to perceive the countless possibilities that exist to champion a cause, better yourself, and begin adding value to other people's lives along the way. As you grow, creating products and services, eventually the income that trickles in will become a fast-moving river because it is directly correlated to the number of lives that you are positively impacting. This program is about changing your beliefs and relationships to people and money, and beginning to perceive and sort for problems, trusting that a problem is just the beginning of a solution. The Attracting Wealth program serves as an incubator for you to begin to imagine and develop your unique way of perceiving the needs of other people. I would like to point out that the terms wealth and rich tend to be used synonymously, and they do represent similar but different concepts. The term rich suggests that an individual has significant amounts of money, but it doesn't necessarily describe how the money was obtained and if the individual has the means to hold on to that money. On the other hand, the term wealth signifies an abundance of financial resources, in addition to an abundance of other resources, which could be more qualitative in nature. Things like time, freedom, knowledge, relationships, well-being, and other such qualities. Consider this: most concepts relating to money are a trigger word for many people. This is because most of us carry mixed emotions, beliefs, and mindsets when it comes to money. And this happens on a conscious and an unconscious level that often drives our behavior and causes us to make irrational decisions. In fact, right now, you might be wondering just who I am to be telling you anything about money, wealth, or riches. You might even be experiencing unpleasant emotions right now and holding your breath, waiting to see just where I'm going to take this video. This is because on a subconscious level, we have attached our self-worth to the concept of money. It dictates how we perceive ourselves, and what value we hold in relation to others. I want to encourage you to be open enough to consider this idea. Never let another person tell you what you are worth. Instead, choose ahead of time what you are worth, and if this amount creates the lifestyle that you desire. When you've done this, then in the context of your unique way of adding value to other people by solving problems, you'll be able to adjust the number of people you need to reach in order to achieve your self-worth. There are two questions that you can place in the back of your mind for your unconscious to begin to work upon now. First, how is it that you're not financially independent when you live in a world of such possibility? And second, how is it that you can experience scarcity when there is abundance all around you? I find it interesting and compelling to notice that the author of The Millionaire Next Door, Thomas Stanley, observed after 20 years of following the lives of millionaires that the business owner's character was more important in predicting his or her level of wealth than the category of business. In his terms, it all depended upon the individual. It all depends upon you and your character. Henry Ford, the inventor of the Ford automobile, stated that wealth, like happiness, is never found when pursued directly. Instead, it comes as a byproduct of offering a useful service to other people. Creating wealth is just the beginning of the adventure of a lifetime. Nothing is going to challenge you and cause you to grow like this. Every step along the way, you're going to have feedback. You're going to experience rejection and failure. And this is just a process. So fail forward. Because those old failures and those old situations in which you once experienced rejection, those will turn into small successes that build upon each other and become large successes that resonate into the future. This is about getting out of survival mode by changing your mindset and your emotional state, placing your attention and your focus upon adding value to other people and solving problems. One sign that you are effectively doing this is that you become able to manage discomfort and uncertainty. What you'll find at the core of this is emotional and spiritual growth. Your personal development has always depended upon you becoming more and more comfortable in the face of uncertainty because you are playing to win. That said, it's most likely that doing the same old things that you've always done will not lead you to the experiences that you want to have in the future. I believe that the pursuit of wealth is the opportunity for you to apply creativity to meaningful work that permeates your relationships and fills you with love, giving you the wherewithal to stand in the face of opposition and champion a cause. Besides, if you don't do it, who will? There are some who believe that the quickest route to wealth is by continuously investing in yourself. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, stated that your mind is your most powerful asset, and an untrained mind creates poverty. After all, opportunities are not seen with your eyes, they're seen with your mind. When you study wealth creation, you're going to find that it almost always involves working with and through other people. This requires absolute clarity in your communication. And one of the best ways to create clarity within your communication is to know yourself, to understand your values and your beliefs, and to choose a direction in which to point your life so that everything you do follows with absolute congruency. Robert Sardello, the author of Freeing the Soul from Fear, writes that one of the predominant fear myths is that what we do, how we live, and what we value are largely determined by monetary worth. Paradoxically, one of the things that I'm excited for you to work through in this program is quite possibly one of the most uncomfortable experiences out there: fear. In this program, you're going to be able to confront your fears about wealth and money and how these link to your self-perception. This path you're choosing won't be easy, and it will be meaningful. It will demand more out of you than you could have ever expected, and its rewards will be greater than you could have ever dreamt. Pour your life into it as a worthy cause. Be amazing.